Hello everyone, and welcome to a quick continuation of our lesson on rates. Yes, so this should be a continuation for you of lesson 1.2, rates. That's the title. It should go under your notes. We already started this lesson together. Okay, so this is an example that most of us have done in class already. Just to go ahead and review it. The prices of 3 different bags of dog food are given at the table. Which size bag has the lowest? And then price per pound. So the lowest price per pound, yeah? Over here on the right hand side, we can see a chart and it says dog food prices, and it says the bag size in pounds and the prices. Well, okay, so let's go ahead and let's add a third column here, price per pound. Notice that I replaced a per with that slash that stands for division. So that tells me how I need to go ahead and divide every single one of these. Now this one can be option A, this one can be option B, and this one can be option C, yeah? So for option A, they want price divided by pound. So option A has a $40 price. Oh, sorry, I messed that up. You see how easy it is to mess up? It has a $49 price, and it has 40 pounds. Now, using a calculator, which you are allowed for this problem, you can just go ahead and do 49 divided by 40. It gives you 1.225, which we can just go ahead and round up to $1.23. So this one costs $1.23. Yeah? Let's move on to example B. For example B, okay, so we have $23.44, and then on the bottom we have 20 pounds. Remember, dollar sign goes on top, and the unit, whatever you want one of, goes on the bottom. So when we divide in the calculator, 23.44 divided by 20, we go ahead and we get 1.172. We can just go ahead and round that to $1.17. So option B costs $1.17. I just realized that here on top, that dollar sign looked a little weird, so let me go ahead and fix it. There. So far option A costs $1.23, option B costs $1.17. Now when we go ahead and we do option C, money divided by pounds. So money is $9.88 divided by 8 pounds. Let's use the calculator. 9.88 divided by 8. That gives us, for option C, 1.235, which we can round up to $1.24. So this one costs $1.24. Lo and behold, we have found our cheapest dog food. The cheapest dog food is the one that sells for $1.17. So the answer to this would be option B. Okay, now as we move on, okay, so let's take a look at this question right here. CD Express, which we're going to call option A, offers 4 CDs for $60. Well, I know that for option A, I'm basically going to be dividing. I have $60, money on top, for 4 CDs, my unit at the bottom. Yeah? And then Music Place offers 6 CDs. Music Place will be option B. So option B is 6 CDs. The CDs go on the bottom. 6 CDs for $75. Now, which store offers the better buy? Well, if I go ahead and divide on the left, 60 divided by 4 should give me $15 for 1 CD. Yeah? And then option B, if I divide, that's 75 divided by 6. It will give me $12 and it gives me 12.5 in the calculator. That's $12.50 for 1 CD. So between these two, go ahead and pause. See which one you think is cheaper. Yes, you are correct. If you chose option B, it is option B. $12.50 is way cheaper for a CD than 15. Okay, let's move on to the next example. So for this one, we're doing something a little bit different. Here, Lexi painted 2 faces in 8 minutes at the crafts fair. So we already know we're dealing with faces and minutes. That's what I'm comparing. And then they're saying, hey, at this rate, how many faces can she paint in 40 minutes? This one's a different type of question. So in this particular case, I'm trying to find out how many faces Lexi can paint per minute. So that's face per minute. So that's face, and that per turns into division. Face divided by minutes. So we can go ahead and we can set it up. I know that I have 2 faces divided by 8 minutes. But my question is, I want to find out in the end how many she can paint in 40 minutes. So this is what we're going to do. Step 1, you set up your first rate. Just divide. If you go ahead and you do 2 divided by 8, you should get 0.25. So Lexi, and of course, that's using a calculator, you should get Lexi can paint 0.25 faces in 1 minute. But hold on, we're not done. We don't want to know how many faces she paints in 1 minute. We want to know how many she paints in 40 minutes. So we can go ahead and we can multiply. Whoa, pause there. We can go ahead and we can see 1 times what is 40? Well, 1 times 40 is 40. Okay, that's the key that we need to solving how many faces she can paint in 40 minutes. Basically, whatever's on the bottom, what we multiplied by, we have to multiply the same thing on the top. That way we keep the relationship constant. So all you have to do, in a calculator if you need to, though it shouldn't be very necessary, you take 0.25 times 40, and you get your answer of 10 faces. Lexi can paint 10 faces in 40 minutes. Again, notice what we did. We found the unit rate, 2 faces in 8 minutes. We divided down. We got 0.25 faces in 1 minute. And then instead of 1 minute, we wanted to find out how many she can paint in 40. So we just multiplied by 40. 0.25 times 40 gave me 10 faces. And now, to be honest, let's do one more. Just one and we're done. Let's go ahead and work on number 7. Ben can type 153 words in 3 minutes. At this rate, how many words can he type in 10 minutes? I encourage you to pause this and try to solve it by yourself, just to practice. Okay, let's move on. So basically, I'm trying to find words per minute. So I'm going to set it up exactly like that. I have 153 words in 3 minutes. I'm trying to find at the end how many he can do in 10 minutes. Yeah? So first step, I'm going to go ahead and divide. So using the calculator, 153 divided by 3 gives me 51. Turns out I didn't need the calculator, but hey, we're just trying to save time. So this gives me 51 minutes. Yeah? Oh, I'm sorry, I messed that up. You see how easy it is? 51 words, my apologies, in 1 minute. But remember, you're trying to find how many words he can do in 10 minutes. Well, 1 times what is 10? Well, that's right. 1 times 10. So if you're multiplying the bottom by 10, you have to multiply the top by 10. So 51 times 10 will equal 510 words. And that's your answer. You can see that we have another question on the right. I'm not going to go into it because of time, but I encourage you, try and solve it for yourselves. Do your best. That's all.